What's up, guys? It is Saeed, and today I am back with another banger again, as usual. Today, I'm going to show you guys how you can build your very own conversational AI bot inside GoHighLevel for $0 a month. Stay tuned, let's get straight into it. Now, some of you guys may have already tried GoHighLevel's native chatbot. And as we all probably already know, it is terrible. It performs terrible, right? And that is what leads most people to go and use platforms like Closebot, platforms like Zappychat. Now, these platforms are great, yes, but as an agency owner, some of you, well, most of you will probably already know all these different monthly fees, they do add up. And paying 297, 497 a month, it does eat into your profits. And you don't take ownership of or control of these bots. I mean, if you stop using Closebot or if you stop using Zappychat at any given point, you no longer own these bots. So all that time and energy you spend on working on the prompt, configuring this, configuring that, if in some unexpected circumstance you're unable to pay that bill anymore, you no longer have access to your bots. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you exactly how you can build your own bot that you take complete ownership, complete control of inside of your own GoHighLevel account. You can resell it to your clients as you see fit. You build it one time, and after you've built it one time, you can go and replicate it, duplicate it, resell it as many times as you like to your own clients. Let me show you guys how it works. Now, you only need two platforms to actually make this work. Obviously, you're going to need your GoHighLevel account, right? And then you're also going to need either Zapier or make.com. Now, Zapier and make.com are basically the exact same things. Make.com is obviously a lot cheaper than Zapier is. Just for this example alone, I'm going to show you how it works with Zapier. But for you guys that are doing high volume usage of your actual voice AI bots, your chat bots, then you're probably going to want to use make.com just because it's cheaper in terms of usage. Now, just like with every other conversational bot, there needs to be a start point, right? There needs to be a trigger. There needs to be something that actually commences the bot to initiate, right? And that would start with this workflow here called start bot. Now, like I said, you can decide based on many different scenarios how you want to trigger your bot. So you can decide you want to trigger your bot from a new Facebook ad lead. Let's say, for example, you can decide to trigger your bot from a new response from text message. There are a bunch of different things that you can choose to trigger your bot. And based on these scenarios, based on how you want your bot to be triggered, let's say a new Facebook lead has come in. As soon as a new Facebook lead has come in, that's what we're going to set up as the trigger. So I can just set up as the trigger Facebook lead form submitted, right? And that is what's going to actually start my bot. Now, as soon as they get added to this automation start bot, we're just going to make sure that they don't have the tag stop bot, which obviously self-explanatory. If they have the tag stop bot, it just basically means they're not allowed to be contacted by the bot. And we're adding the tag autopilot, which basically means right now they are in the automation where the bot is actually speaking to them and working them down, right? And then we're going to update the contact field. This is going to make sense in a second, but we're updating the contact field to a custom value. And that custom value is the first message that our bot sends. So that custom value and the first message that the bot sends is going to be the same message for every single one of the contacts that actually come in to this automation. Now, this is an example of what the actual custom value looks like. This is the first message that every single contact is going to receive as soon as the bot is initiated. So any lead that a bot speaks to, this will be the first message that the bot actually sends out. And now I want you to pay attention. We've taken this custom value, right? This is the custom value. We've taken this custom value, and in the actual start bot workflow, we've updated the custom field of a contact. So the custom field of a contact has been updated to this custom value. And that leads us on to our second workflow, GPT master, which is probably the most important workflow for the bot to function. Inside of GPT master, what we have built out is a trigger. And this trigger is looking for the contact's custom field to change. Now remember, inside of start bot, what happens in this workflow? We update their GPT response field to that custom value, right? We're updating their contact field to this message here, right? That's what we're doing. And then inside of the GPT master, because we have a trigger looking for the GPT response to change, we've changed it in the start bot workflow, right? This GPT master workflow has picked up that we have changed the custom field. Once we reach this branch step here, what it is basically doing is separating which lead falls into where, right? So if workflow trigger is customer replied, no. Is workflow trigger contact changed? Yes. What brought them into this workflow? Us changing their custom field, right? Because we changed their custom field in start bot, it triggered this automation to fire. And then the branch step here, the condition step, has noticed, okay, this person has come in specifically because their GPT field has changed, right? Then what happens? Then we send an actual text message. And what is the text message that we're sending out? We're sending out the contact GPT response. Now, it gets a little bit technical, but here's how it works. Because we've updated their contact field to be this specific custom value here, right? We've updated the field to be this message here. Inside of here, in the SMS step, where it says contact GPT response, their GPT response is now this. We've updated their contact field to be this. So the SMS we're sending out is this custom value specifically. Now, for those of you that are not into rocket science like me, then this is what it looks like quite simply for an actual contact, right? Let's say for this contact, it was a test. I added this test specifically to the start bot workflow. As soon as I added them to the start bot workflow, what happened? Same exact process, right? We made sure there was no stop tag. We added the tag autopilot, and then we updated the contact field to be this message here specifically. Because we updated that contact field to be this message here specifically, then obviously the GPT master fired off. It saw, okay, this person's contact field has changed. What is the message I need to send them? Okay, I just need to send them this message here because that's what was in the field, right? So that's the message that we sent out to them because that's the message that we actually put into their contact field. Now, once we send this message, this is the first message the bot sends out. Now, after it sends out this message, it actually has to wait for a response from the lead, right? So the bot is active right now. The bot is active, but it's waiting for a response. It can't talk to itself, right? It has to wait for the lead to actually respond. So we've sent it that first message that every contact receives. Now we're waiting to see if the lead responds, which they have. And this is how it looks like in the workflow, right? We send them that message, then we wait for a response. We're waiting for them to reply to our actual SMS message, and we're waiting 24 hours. Now, as soon as they do reply, if they do reply, then what is happening is we are sending them out over here. We're sending out a webhook, and that webhook is going out directly into Zapier. So we're sending out data from GoHighLevel directly into Zapier. Zapier catches that information and passes it directly onto ChatGPT. ChatGPT comes up with a response, feeds it back into GoHighLevel, and GoHighLevel will just send that response. Now, here's the thing with GoHighLevel. Because we're sending out a webhook directly from GoHighLevel to Zapier, which then sends that data to ChatGPT, we can also include data like a survey form that a lead might have filled out. So if a lead has filled out a survey form telling us their credit score, their address, their street name, stuff like that, we can take that data and feed it to ChatGPT directly. So ChatGPT can actually personalize the conversation specifically for that lead, let's say based on their credit score or based on their address. We can take that data, feed it to ChatGPT directly, and ChatGPT can personalize every single conversation specifically for the lead that it is speaking to. So as soon as we send out that first text message, right, we're waiting for a response. If we do receive a response, so going back to this contact, they did respond, right? They responded with hello. That means inside of this workflow here, the wait step would have just passed them on to the go-to, and the go-to would have passed them on to the webhook, and the webhook would have sent that data out into here inside of Zapier. So we collect that data from inside of Zapier, right? Zapier takes that data from GoHighLevel, and then we feed it directly to ChatGPT. So we tell ChatGPT, hey, this was the last message that we received from the user, and it says hello, right? Same exact message we received from the user. Hey, that's the message we received from the user. I want you to tell me if the value is blank, understand if they haven't responded, and re-engage the user, right? You obviously have your model, you have your memory key, which is basically open AI based. You tell them the username. So obviously, what is the name of this person? It's a test. So we told it, obviously, the first name is test. What is your name? So you're an assistant of ours, right? What's your name as our assistant? And then obviously assistant instructions. This is the prompt. This is where you tell the whole bot what you want it to do, how you want it to do it, and all of that, right? This is where you actually configure the bot itself. And you see all these different things where it says custom date, it's custom data calendar link, custom data company name. These are all things that I've taken directly from GoHighLevel and fed to ChatGPT. I can take things directly from GoHighLevel, feed it to ChatGPT, like my calendar link. And when someone says they're actually interested, or let's say they're having a conversation with the bot and they say, you know what, yeah, I'm interested, my bot will send them my specific calendar link for them to book a call with me. Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to look at the last message we received from a lead, which was hello, right? Okay. Now, based on that last message we received, ChatGPT is going to go through our entire prompt that we've just given it. It's going to understand everything we want it to do, and it's going to come up with a response to the last message we received from that lead, right? Once it's come up with a response, then it's going to actually update a custom field inside of GoHighLevel again. It's going to update the GPT response inside of GoHighLevel again, right? Remember, the first step I was showing you is inside of StartBot, we update the custom field to be that first message that we send out, right? Now, because the lead has actually responded to us and is engaged in conversation, and we've come up with a reply from ChatGPT, we just take that reply, which is right here, the GPT response, and we update that inside of GoHighLevel. As soon as we update that inside of GoHighLevel, what's happening? We send out that webhook. That webhook sends out the data to to Zapier, right? Zapier understands, okay, this is what I need to do. This is the prompt that I have. ChatGPT knows the prompt that it needs to go through, right? And then as soon as the custom field is updated, that is what triggers, again, look, it will just loop back into the same exact place. So the trigger will either be a customer replied or the contact field change again, right? Because we changed the contact field here, look, as soon as we get that response from ChatGPT, it's updating the contact field inside of GoHighLevel. And what's that doing? That's triggering the workflow to fire again, right? So the workflow fires again. What's the condition? Okay, this person's contact field has changed. What is the message we're sending them? Because we've changed their contact field to be the response that ChatGPT has come up with, that is the text message that we're going to send out. And then obviously this is what it actually looks like in real life. So this was the response that I came up with. Hey there, just want to check in and see if you've had a chance to think about blah, 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 right? And here's the thing, it's so flipping easy for me to just go and replicate and duplicate this bot as many times as I need. If you're working in a niche market, let's say you're an agency working specifically with real estate agents, you're not going to change this bot for every single client that you work with. No, you're just going to reproduce it. And reproducing it literally takes 10 to 15 minutes. All you're going to do is make sure that you duplicate this workflow, obviously from Zapier, and connect it directly to their GoHighLevel account. And then on top of that, you want to make sure that all these workflows that I've just showed you here today, the start bot, the GPT master, all you're going to do is upload that into their own sub account. So they've got their own Zap specifically for their bot, and they've got their own, obviously, automations specifically for their bot. And it's literally a 10 to 15-minute process to actually replicate and duplicate this. I mean, it's so funny how literally the same exact process I just showed you is the same exact process Closebot used themselves. It's the same exact process GoHighLevel used themselves. So you might as well just take the initiative and build it out yourself and not pay anyone anything for it monthly. You take ownership of it. You take control of it. It's your system, not GoHighLevels, not Closebots, not Zappychats. Your system. You build it one time and no one can take it away from you. You don't have to pay anything for it monthly. The only time you actually pay for this bot is when you're using it. You're only paying for OpenAI tokens. You're not paying for anything monthly. You're only paying for OpenAI tokens, and that only comes in when you actually start to use the bot. So that was the video for today. Let me know what you guys think. Please do drop a comment below. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep dropping more bangers like this, more valuable content. And leave me a comment. What do you guys want to see next? What types of systems are you guys interested in? I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.